Hey, what's up guys? It's been a while since I've been, I've been playing this game every day, but it's been a while since I've recorded anything for this game. Kind of wanted to just go through some replays that I thought were amusing in my clan with my friend, and basically this is the deck that I'm running now. It's a basic hog cycle deck. Basically the main differences would be skeletons are replaced with goblins. I've always run goblins, so I just stuck with them. Fireball, I'm using that instead of poison, and archers instead of musketeers, and then instead of the elixir pump I have the ice wizard. And now that I just named all four things there, I realize I am playing a completely different deck, but there you can kind of see how those units are interchangeable. But anyways, I just kind of wanted to get into some of the replays that I had lined up. Let me see if I could find them. Let me see, where's my random BS? I have this on my computer right now, so it's a little messed up. I'm just trying to remember which ones I actually wanted to show. I should probably scroll using, okay, let's start with this one. Excuse the, yeah, this side? That side. The green dot over there. I don't know how to get rid of that, so fuck it. So basically this is one of the decks I've been trying to make work. It is a witch deck. I haven't upgraded it to level 4 quite yet, but I do want to make it work. I just haven't really found a place for it. So I start out with a witch to get a strong push on the left over there, which means I'm going to have to support her with a tank. So I throw out a Valkyrie up front. Unfortunately, he counters my Valkyrie really hard with and that really is a really good counter, as the Valkyrie is also a really good counter to the witch. So I basically send the Prince to clean up, but he's not going to get anywhere near the tower, because all he has to do is drop those goblins, and then he's stuck there stabbing things for days. Basically, I think that was a pretty poorly supported push on my part. Could have definitely done better. But all he has right now coming at me is an Ice Wizard, so I haven't taken damage quite yet. I just dropped the Elixir Pump, so that was my bad. I should have really put down the cannon, but I got greedy. I wanted to throw down the mini P.E.K.K.A. there. So instead, I end up taking a lot of damage from the Ice Wizard, Freeze, and Hog combo. And one of the main things I have trouble with is that I don't usually run Elixir Collectors, so I don't really know the proper times to use them. And you can see right there, he countered all of our cards right there with just the Valkyrie and Goblins. But of course, it's always nice to see your own Valkyrie come out and just, you know, pop everything in the face and they're gone. This has more or less been pretty back and forth. Aside from the fact that I'm apparently not learning that he can freeze. So of course, he's going to get past here. My units are able to take down his mini P.E.K.K.A. before it's able to get to, his Hog before it's able to get to my tower. Unfortunately there, he dropped his mini P.E.K.K.A. right in time to tank one of our mini P.E.K.K.A. shots, or else otherwise I would have at least gotten one of them. So I wasn't quite sure what to drop, and I figured if I drop a witch I could have the skeletons distract the P.E.K.K.A. while I go clean up. And I dropped a similar push as the beginning, except supported with the Prince this time. So this is my strongest push in the game so far. Still not supported very well. All these units that he has coming at me right now is just gonna be a mess. Like, I'm basically scrambling at this point to get everything cleared out before they can hit me with much damage. So I have the Valkyrie and the Ice Wizard coming out there. I'm not going to get really far because he has the same, except he has the tower supporting him, so of course he's going to win that push. I think our internet might have disconnected there for a second, which is why we're kind of load hovering at 10 elixir. So here we kind of try to get our push back going. I have mini P.E.K.K.A. and try to get some of the skeletons out in front so I can at least have the mini P.E.K.K.A. do some damage. That didn't work. I tried a Valkyrie Prince push on the right to catch him off guard, but all he needed was that mini P.E.K.K.A. and the goblins to take out basically a 6 elixir to guard our 9 push. So he's definitely at the advantage, and he was able to get the push going on our left side. So as long as I dedicate myself to defense, I think this game could have possibly gone to a draw. But you can see I'm just really not getting an offense going here. I'm not quite sure what the proper solution would be. I probably just need something stronger than a witch to push through, even if I try to do a Valkyrie Prince push, because I treat Valkyrie Prince similarly to a double Prince, because you have the splash damage and you have the strong point damage, especially with the ram in the front. But he freezes everything, and luckily I have double layer buildings, so he's not able to get to my tower quite yet. Here I have another strong push going, but of course he has the Valkyrie out already. He has the cannon, which basically disperses everything. The goblins distract my prince long enough for it to be taken down. And I really think that's one of the things, just the fact that my cards are not high level enough to be running a deck like this quite yet, at this level at least. Because we're running near max level, or tournament level cards at this point. I think this is the one where I fucked up, so I wasn't able to keep anything out front that way. I just had one cannon, which again he froze. I didn't learn to not waltz into that, so of course I take that loss. Later, I got you, bro. So let's jump into another one. Let's see. I think I picked out 3 in my head that were kind of fun. This one was interesting. I think I'll play that next. Don't pay attention to these crossbow ones. They're kind of just troll fights. The one I wanted to pull up was the one where we ran a similar deck to our mains. It's not that one. I went too far here. My main deck. Oh, here we go. So my main deck, instead of running Rocket, of course, I usually run Fireball, and that's more or less gotten me through it. But the problem with ChuckSleeeezy's main deck is that he runs a Elixir Pump, and with the Fireball alone, I haven't been able to really plow through those as I needed to. So I switched to Rocket, more so just to annoy him. So here, I do the usual thing. I get a Valkyrie push going, supported with the archers, and hopefully I can get a little bit closer, get at least a few shots in on the tower. He has a Royal Giant and an Ice Wizard on that side, and the cannon to tank a little, and my own Ice Wizard to slow him down. So you do need a lot of damage to take down the Royal Giant, but I figured I would play defensively and try to get the Ice Wizard down. Fortunately, I was able to get the Valkyrie out in time to take care of the double wizard, and I would consider that a successful defense on my part. Just being able to make sure he didn't really get that much damage off, even with his Royal Giant and both of his wizards on that one side. And I consider that a success. If I can just walk in and get at least one strike with the Valkyrie or the Hog, then all good. Sends a lone Ice Wizard, and I waited a little bit there. I probably could have made it a little bit more optimal, but I wanted to wait for his Ice Wizard to cross the bridge so it would get locked on by our tower, so I can get my Hog to tank the actual damage while he runs past us. Fortunately, he dropped that mini P.E.K.K.A there to take out our Hog before he got to the tower. So here he drops his first Elixir Pump, and promptly I drop that rocket. So we're actually playing this in person, of course. I got yelled at when I dropped that rocket, like. But here he drops his Sparky. His Sparky is basically going to be his main push for this deck. He is running a Royal Giant. He usually runs a P.E.K.K.A instead. So you can see he runs a very powerful deck. I dropped that cannon actually a little bit earlier than it seems. There's a little bit of lag, but yeah, I zapped and I accidentally targeted the Royal Giant onto our tower, which I think was actually okay, because we took a little bit of damage, but our cannon got to stay around for a little bit longer to help take it down. In his defense, he hasn't really gotten used to playing the Ice Wizard quite yet, so he uses it a lot for offense. And I don't know if you'll see me do it. I don't think I do it in these rounds, but you'll see how I kind of tend to use the Ice Wizard on offense if I choose to. He stops my Valkyrie with a mini P.E.K.K.A and his Ice Wizard. He loads up his Sparky on the other side to get closer again, and we're getting pretty close to the end here, but I drop an Ice Wizard just to tank to keep his damage off of my tower there. Drop a Hog and a cannon to distract there. So he has a lot of stuff coming on both sides, and I have to defend both. that wasn't so pretty. But this is my crucial mistake. I dropped the cannon and I completely missed the mini pecker, which allows him to get 2 shots in. Otherwise, I would have won this. All it would have taken is one more rocket or those archers to get in a few shots and a fireball, and I would have had that one in the bag. Unfortunately, some poor decision making, some misplays, and basically that's it. But later, I got you, man. Don't worry about it. And the last one, let's end it with one of my wins. I didn't want to make it so obvious, the wins and losses, but I mean, you can see it on the screen already. I can't really do anything about that. So, I think this is much closer to his main deck. I'm going to... let's just jump into that for a moment and then we'll take a look at it. So, this is a much more trolley deck that I kind of just crafted last night. But it actually kind of works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pump up and get some elixir going because I am running a relatively high elixir cost since I have Royal Giant and the rocket in its deck. You can see he's not quite going to get what he needs to with that setup because, well, for one, after the rocket everything is going to die, but I think in that situation I might have been able to take out the Sparky without the goblins wasted, but I wanted to make sure that it didn't get a single shot off on our tower there. Just a lone mini P.E.K.K.A, nothing to worry about. I was kind of worried because you see he lifts his blade, but then he like, stops just short of hitting our tower. So now I have 2 pumps on the field, and I feel comfortable enough to get some of my offense going. So he drops a P.E.K.K.A. So in order to force him to not support his P.E.K.K.A as much, I drop a Royal Giant over on this side. I really should have dropped the Spear Goblins here to take out the Skeletons at least. I might have been able to get at least one more shot off there. He has a Sparky on the left with the Ice Wizard again. Not favorable, but I dropped the rocket to take those out again. And then I have the Fire Spirits ready to go, but it's not going to quite be enough to take him out. So unfortunately, his mini P.E.K.K.A gets a few shots because I'm not able to distract them both. I probably would have been able to distract both if I dropped the Goblins in the middle, but hindsight is 20/20. But you see, the problem here is he also has 2 elixir pumps on the field, which I take care of that pretty promptly, but I'm waiting to get mine on the field. I think my problem is that I end up playing elixir pumps a little bit too quickly sometimes. He loads up his next offense with a P.E.K.K.A coming up, and I wasn't... oh, this is another part where our internet kind of disconnected. We were at our friend's house, so it didn't pan out so well. Dropped my Royal Giant, so I'm not as afraid of P.E.K.K.A and Ice Wizard. They don't do that much. That was a really good counter to that Royal Giant. Both the P.E.K.K.A and the Sparky. Basically lightning's everything there, and I got kind of freaked out. I think he does get off one shot. But that was a really good rocket that was able to finish off his Sparky and his P.E.K.K.A. Otherwise, I think I would have basically lost that tower. So again, we do the same thing. It's basically rinse and repeat of what happened last time. He's probably going to drop his Sparky, but there's a chance on that side. Actually, no, he was countered that way. But lightning's everything, they let everything in, but if you notice my cards that I have queued up, in the nature of our clan, shot clock cheese, what other way to finish, right? So sorry I'm not able to, create much insightful content for Clash Royale. I'm really not that good, to be honest. I just run a scumbag cycle deck. Take that as you will. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like, please like and subscribe. If not, once again, I will try to do better. I will catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.